Lesson 73, Solving Compound Inequalities. So a compound inequality just uses the words and, or, the word or. So a compound inequality that uses the word and is called a conjunction. That's the one with the and it looks like this. So let's say we had x is greater than 2 and x is less than or equal to 5. Notice that it's between 2 and 5. So to graph it, we would put an open circle on 2 and we would be going above it, and then we put a closed circle on 5 and we're going to go below it and we meet in the middle. So if we wanted to write this as one inequality, you would put the smallest number first. You would put your symbol in there that's not an equal to because it's an open circle. X is less than or equal to 5. So this is a conjunction, and it always looks like this: smallest number, biggest number, and less than symbols in between. A disjunction is the one that uses the word or. So if we had x is less than 2 or x is greater than or equal to 5. It's or because you can't have one answer that satisfies both of those. So x is less than 2, we put an open circle on 2, and we pick numbers that are smaller, it goes this way. Or x is going to be greater than or equal to 5. So closed circle, and it goes to the right. So there's not one answer that will fit both. It's going to be either here or there. And the only way you write it is just like this. We don't put it together. Okay, so here's an example of how to solve them. So if we have 30 is less than or equal to 10 plus 0.1x is less than or equal to 40. So we can start, we want to get x by itself. So we're going to subtract 10, just like we would in an equation. We're going to subtract 10 and get 20 is less than or equal to 0.1x is less than or equal to 30. Then, because this is 1/10, we're going to times everything by 10. So if we times this by 10, we're going to get 1x. So we have 200 is less than or equal to x and less than or equal to 300. Here's one more example. It says solve and graph. So we're going to solve it and then we're going to graph it on a number line. So we have x minus 3 is less than negative 5, or negative 2x is less than negative 6. So on the first one, we're going to add 3 to both sides, and we have x is less than negative 2. Or when we divide by a negative number, we have to remember to flip the sign. So x is greater than positive 3. So to be less than negative 2, we're going to put an open circle on negative 2 and put the arrow going lower. And then we put an open circle on 3 and draw an arrow getting bigger. And that's the end of the lesson.